Who is Tiger the Ace?
And Tiger the Ace is a guy that's, you know, loyalty first, you know, all about his team, you know, artist that's brings a different element of music to the table just with the melodies and versatility. You know what I mean?
Word.
Yeah.
How long you been doing music?
I've been doing music for like at least the last 10 years actually. I started, you know, young, just like it was my scapegoat from being in the streets, you know what I mean? I used to be able to, you know, come home and I used to be able to jot down. So I couldn't really discuss it with anybody, so I used my outlet as to do music. It's in the form of just almost like my own little, you know, personal diary almost, so to speak. And, you know, basically from that point, you know, I started getting comfortable with the music and been on and popping ever since.
Word. So like, what was like the day you knew that music was for you? Like, was it a rhyme you wrote or some encouragement you got from somebody or something that like really cemented that you was really gonna be doing this heavy?
Well, I had to say, man, it was actually a concert I did. It was a point to where I was opening up for a lot of different artists that was coming throughout the city, and it's crazy because it was actually Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. They came through. It was like probably 5,000 people, man. And when I touched the stage, man, the energy that was given back to me and the response that was given from, you know, me performing my record. I had a record called Ace of the City at that time, and just the energy that the people gave me was like, yo, you know, I want this moment. You know what I mean? I want this moment right here. So, you know, it's been a beautiful ride. You know,
no doubt, man. Where you from? Where'd you grow up at?
Well, actually, I grew up in West Virginia, man. A little small town called Bluefield, West Virginia. You know what I mean? That's where I grew up.
What was that like?
Man, it's definitely humble beginnings, man. It's that dirt road, you know. It's the bottom, you know what I mean? Where not too many people make it out of, you know, out that atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. Well, like, all right. So, you know, coming from West Virginia,
right?
You know, how do you feel that type of humble beginning shaped you as a person?
I mean, it just makes you, you know, makes you think. It basically just makes you think, like, you know, think about more of your actions before you just do. You know what I mean? Because you know you don't want to go backwards to where you came from. You know what I'm saying? As far as not like, so to speak, just going back there, but you know, just from the term of just living in those, you know, those conditions that you come up in. You know what I mean? Growing up in the projects, you know, that Section 8 house, and you know what I mean. Never want to go back there. I never want that for my son and my family. So I gotta get it. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I gotta get it.
Or cool. All right, so as far as, you know, your music is concerned,
yeah,
what is like the #1 priority right now as far as your music? Is it pushing a single, making an album, doing a promo? What's your #1 priority?
Right now it's actually just, you know, getting out here, pushing a single. Right now we got the record out in the street called Don't Worry About It. Power 98 has been playing that record. They also been playing another record of mine called Party. So right now, just the #1 priority is actually furnishing these singles, making sure every DJ in the city has the record, from internet to radio to, you know what I'm saying, to all the way around. You know what I mean? That trifecta, man, that Greensboro everywhere. You know what I mean? That whole little trifecta, man. Make sure everybody got the music. You know what I mean? That's where we at with it.
How would you describe the type of music that you make and some of your influences?
Well, as far as the music that I make, I actually make, you know, my influence, I would say, this musically, period, is my favorite rapper of all time. I would have to say Tupac Shakur. Just what he was, just a rebel, and what he stood for musically is like, I'm gonna do what I stand on is what I stand on. What I mean right now is what I mean right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, Sam Cooke. I feel like he was a person that was also before his time, a rebel, to do what he wanted to do and accomplish what he wanted to accomplish at that point. You know what I mean? Was like, you know, just was amazing to me, you know what I'm saying? But as far as my sound and my music, it's definitely a melodic sound. It's a street edgy sound. You know, it's just different than anything else that's really moving in the city, man. Yep.
Word. All right, you spoke on the single "Don't Worry," right?
Yeah.
All right. What was inspiration behind that for anybody that hasn't heard it yet? You know, how would you describe that song?
Well, man, the record basically it speaks for itself. Like, don't worry about it. It's like, I feel like these days so many people are concerned about what the next person is doing. You know what I mean? So basically, like I said, just do you. Have your own identity. That's what Don't Worry About It is about. So I'm talking about, in the record, I'm talking about from all elements, you know what I mean? I'm racked up, don't worry about it. Trapped out, don't worry about it. Fly as hell, don't worry about it. Got a couple girls, so don't worry about it. You know, I'm basically saying in all elements of life, you know what I mean? Don't worry about what I'm doing, just focus on what you're doing. I'm doing what Tiger Ace is doing. You feel me?
Word.
Yeah. So I feel like that can apply to anybody's life. You know what I mean? Because everybody goes through that. You know what I mean?
What would you say the trap means to you?
The trap.
Yeah.
I mean, me coming from the bottom, like I spoke about, you know, I was in that element. The trap means everything to me because, you know, I've seen so many people, so many of my friends have got, you know, I'm missing a lot of my friends due to the trap, you know what I mean? A lot of my people is behind the wall due to the trap. A lot of my people was able to provide to their families from the actual trap, you know what I mean? So, like, you know, I got a different respect for the trap, man, because like I said, I come from that element. I come from being able to have to go out there and get it on your own, and if you don't, you won't have nothing. So, you know what I mean? It's like any means necessary type of mentality, you know what I mean? That's what the trap actually, you know, molds you to be when you force it. It's just a difference because a lot of people, you know, like it's like a lot of people, they talk about it, they think it's the cool thing, but it's different when you have to do it to actually survive. You know what I mean? That's a whole difference. You know what I mean?
Or
yeah.
All right, speaking on family,
Right.
You know, how do you feel your family's been as far as your music is concerned? They've been receptive, supportive, or how's your family feel about your music?
Oh man, my son is one of the biggest supporters of my music, man. You know, he's 7 years old now, and him and his mom, like I said, they behind me 10-4. Everything that I've been doing my whole journey, they've been right there with me. So I can't, you know, say enough about my personal family. When I say my other family, I mean like, you know, my company, Big Business Boys. I mean, I can't say enough about them because, you know, they actually from the town. So we've been mobbing in the town since day one. They've been behind me, you know, everything I want to do, they trying to, you know, they making it happen, they making my dream come true. And I can't ask for a better team or better people to be around me, you know, be in my circle.
No doubt.
Yeah.
You can collab with any 3 artists right now in the game. Now, who would it be and why?
Any 3 artists right now, you know, that's hard, man. That's hard, man. But you know, honestly, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna say I'm gonna collab with Andre 3000. And the reason why I say is like over the history of music, I never seen somebody be so consistent with the 16s that's been delivered. You know what I'm saying? So I know that anybody who's on the track is gonna make you elevate to a certain level when you're doing music with them. You know what I'm saying? Also, I would say Miguel on the R&B side, because like I said, I told you I make melodic music, so I think we'll make something really special for the ladies, really special. And other than that, like I said, just artistically, man, I think Rick Ross brings a whole other element to the game, and just what he's bringing to the game is just extraordinary. I definitely want to work with him as well.
No doubt.
It's about branding, you know what I'm saying? I think we can learn a lot, you know, just being around in this presence, just that being able to learn that branding, you know, it's just, you know, out of this world.
Or what do you feel the Tiger the Ace brand represents?
Oh man, I think my brand, it stands for, like I said, loyalty, integrity, man. Just somebody who stood on his own too, man, and just basically somebody that just always wanted to go out there and get it, you know, for his wanting the best for his team and the people around him, you know what I mean?
Or what does money mean to you?
Honestly, like I said, you know, on one token, you know, money means a lot. That I can honestly say from a person who had it, you know, had a lot of money before my time, I can say you can't do a lot of things without money, but on the same time, happiness means so much more. Just being able to be happy, you know, and that humble spirit that I have, I feel like that's in me. It's like, you know, that stay humble, grind hard mentality, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, that happiness means everything to me, you know what I mean? Just being able to make my family happy. As long as I'm good with that, I'm straight. I'm straight.
What do you hope people get the most out of your music? Like, what's one thing you want people to get from your music when they hear it?
Basically, I hope they would get, well, I know they get, like, you know, where I come from, you know what I mean? I want them to be able to witness the struggle, witness the pain in the music, you know, witness, you know, I feel like with music, nobody's one way every day. So Tiger Ace music and what I stand for is bringing people the versatility, you know what I mean, the overall picture, you know what I mean, of every element of music. I feel like I do every element of music, you know what I'm saying, and I always try to keep it there. It's not like I'm going to the studio and say, yo, today I'm going to record this party record. It's like, nah, you know, however I'm emotionally feeling at that point in time, that's what I'm giving to people. And I think that's the best type of music. That's the organic spirit of the music itself, you know.
All right, where did the name Tiger the Ace come from?
Or like funny you say, take it back, you know, from earlier what we was talking about. I had a record called Ace in the City. My name always been Tiger since I was yay high. You know, since my grandfather actually named me that when I was 3 years old. But neither here nor there, like, you know, I had a record called Ace of the City. And once I came out with that record, when I was walking around the streets, you know, it was a street record. Everybody was like, yo, what up, Ace? What up, Ace? So the name just stuck. So they started calling me Tiger the Ace from that point on. So that's what I've been with since then, you know, from that point to now.
No doubt.